Hello and good morning if you're based in London, good afternoon if you're based in Asia, and good evening if you're based in New York. My name is Walter Anger. I'm a Forex trader specialized in trading pound dollar during the London Open, and I'm going to be going over my analysis for the trading session today. So, starting off with the monthly time frame, as usual, at the start of the week, I am anticipating price to either A, break below the low of the monthly range, or B, to see a reversal before the end of this month, and we see price heading towards the monthly buy side target. So the focus is going to be a lot more on the lower time frame. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, at the beginning of this week, I mentioned there is a high likelihood price might trade into the weekly imbalance. And then thereafter, I will be anticipating a continuation towards the weekly sell side, which is, of course, our weekly low of the range, which is the same as the monthly low. So, right now, I am anticipating a bearish move towards the low of the weekly range. If we take a look on the daily time frame, so at the beginning of the week, we saw a very strong move towards the weekly imbalance, followed by a shift away from the imbalance. Yesterday, we did see a period of price accumulating within the previous day's candle, right? So it's a period of accumulation. So what I'm anticipating today is a bearish continuation towards the low of the daily range, right? So again, I did mention that we are going to likely see another session of drop. It will take place at some point between today and tomorrow. We're taking a look at the 4-hour time frame. So this is pretty straightforward. Yesterday, I did say that price, of course, has traded into a 4-hour buy side target, which is this imbalance. We could either see a rejection away from the imbalance towards the 4-hour sell side target, or a continuation towards this higher imbalance, which also coincides with where our 1-hour buy side target was, because the high of the 1-hour range was at exactly the beginning of the imbalance. So yesterday, at the beginning of the European session, we saw price take out the low of the 1-hour range, and thereafter we saw a accelerated, and thereafter we did see price climb towards the high of the 1-hour range. Okay, so yesterday was a bullish day from the low of the 1-hour range to the high of the 1-hour range. So today, what am I anticipating? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is identify the ranges for today when it comes to the 4-hour time frame. So I'm just going to like clean out any sort of analysis I no longer need. Just delete these. Right, so the low of the 4-hour sell side target has changed slightly because we did have a new swing low that was created yesterday, as well as a set of relative equal lows. So we do now have a much more closer target to aim for. This is now a secondary target, and this is an external sell side target. Okay. Now, with regards to buy side target, so for the next draw on buy side liquidity today is the swing high all the way up here. Okay. So the swing high is the next draw on buy side liquidity, and the swing low is the next draw on sell side liquidity. So this defines our trading range today on the 4-hour time frame. If we take a look on the 1-hour time frame, right, analysis is again pretty straightforward. So yesterday, like I mentioned, we did see a run from sell side to buy side, making yesterday a bullish trading session. Now, after price took out buy side target, which was the 1-hour imbalance, what happened? We did see a rejection. That rejection did break market structure to the downside. We've seen 2 pushes to the downside. So at this point, I am anticipating a move towards the 1-hour buy side target. So where is the next draw on buy side liquidity on the 1-hour? Well, we have the set of relative equalize right here, and we have a secondary buy side target all the way up here as well. Okay. Now, for sell side target for the 1-hour time frame, the next draw on sell side liquidity is, of course, the swing low down here, a set of relative equal lows as well. Okay. And the secondary target is going to, of course, be, so just delete that just to make this a little bit neater. Right. So this is the draw on sell side liquidity, the next draw on sell side liquidity on the 1-hour time frame, and the next draw on buy side liquidity on the 1-hour time frame. So at this point, I'm anticipating one of two things. So I'm anticipating a bearish session today in line with a bearish 1-hour time frame. So if we are indeed bearish today at the beginning of the European session and the London session, what I do want to see is vector acceleration into this area of buy side liquidity on the 1 hour time frame. Potentially there is a possibility we could see price takeouts also the 4 hour buy side as well, but that is not necessary. A necessary condition to engage in a short is for price to take out our buy side target on the 1 hour. After that, I'll then be looking for a confirmation to go short on the 1 minute time frame. Once I do see the entry confirmation, I will be going short somewhere in this area, with of course the first target being the 4 hour sell side target, and the second target being of course the external target at the low of the daily range. Okay. Now, if today is a bullish session, we are going to see the opposite of this. So what we could potentially see is, again, vector acceleration below the low of the 1 hour range. Potentially, we could see price take out the 4 hour sell side target. Thereafter, I'll be looking for a bullish confirmation to go long, and then I'll be looking to go long towards the 4 hour buy side target. Okay. So although this is a possibility, it is a least likely possibility compared to the first option I gave. The reason being is because this is a bearish structure, and the higher time frame, such as the weekly time frame, is giving an indication the price is seeking sell side liquidity next. Right, so taking a look at the 5 minutes time frame, so what I'm now looking for is an Asian range if one is present, and I can see an Asian range is present. So you can see from this high to the low right here, this is our Asian range. So what I'm now looking for, all right, so I just go to the 1 minute time frame, see this a lot clearer, right? There we go. All right, so what I'm now looking for, we can see prices obviously gone from buy side to sell side, back to buy side. Now, what I'm looking for at the beginning of the session is I am looking for price to take out buy side. So I do want to see manipulation above the high of the Asian range into the 1 hour buy side if I'm going to be bearish. And then again, like I mentioned earlier, I am going to be looking for an entry opportunity to go long, to go short from this area. However, in the scenario where price accelerates below the range, then I will obviously have an open mind towards a potential second session of rise. But of course, my target would be the high of the 1 hour range. Nothing beyond, anything beyond this is going to be incredibly risky. Okay. So that is it for me this morning. So pretty much is a very simple day. I am anticipating a bearish continuation in today's trading session. But again, I do want to see the right set of confirmations before I engage in a potential short. So that's it for me today. Have a great trading day ahead, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow morning.